Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Gereon.
And this is Netrunner from TeamworkCast with TeamworkCast. This is the 12th of March. This is the Star Championship in Hiveworld Cologne in our hometown.
Yeah.
Gereon. And you've been the TO of this tournament.
Yes, I ended up being the TO for everything that's going to be happening this year.
So we're not going to see you in front of the camera?
No, I spent my time playing only casual games with a guy who had the bye, because unfortunately we had an odd number of players.
Sadly. But this was a really cool tournament. Of course, very, very large. How many players did we have?
Yeah, 27.
It's large for us.
Yeah, it's I believe it was the second largest of the Star Championships in Germany so far.
So that's really great.
Yeah.
On the left we have Alex. Where is he from?
I think he's from Euskirchen, which is a smallish town on not so far from Cologne.
Yeah, we recently went to Euskirchen. I think we kind of like merged a little bit with the community there, at least mingled with the community there.
Yeah.
And on the right we have Karsten, which we saw already in a German Nationals, doing really, really well and making it all the way to the finale. So I'm expecting really great stuff from him.
He made second place, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So Karsten, also known as Mythras, will be playing the Kit. Kit's ability is that the first ice he encounters is going to be turned into a code gate.
Which is something we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen in quite some time.
A bit of an unusual ID choice here. Alex, on the other hand, will be using a very common ID here, which is going to be HB from the core set, ETF. He has some really nice stats there.
Yeah, some vibrant colors going on.
Yeah, I wonder if there's really permanent tats.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, wow, green and everything. I'm kind of like distracted.
Maybe it's even glow in the dark.
Could be practical, if you're like, if the lights went out and you're trying to find your way. Anyway, so he starts with like a very traditional thing where
he did install. That's maybe not the best hand.
Maybe he was looking for ice and apparently he found it. Meanwhile, Karsten is going to play Lucky Find. So this is, of course, now the first tournament. We have to excuse our little break here, but this is the first tournament that we recorded where the new Mamba cycle was active.
Kalagoda was legal.
Yeah, and of course this also means that MWL is also active.
Of course.
So it's kind of weird to say Lucky Find in Shaper, because Prepaid Kate is, of course, kind of like stunted.
Yeah, definitely. Haven't seen Prepaid Kate in a while also.
Yeah, so maybe the kit is going to be the second new comic. Let's see about that. There is a server being installed with something inside. Stealth by Karsten here, installing the decoder, which is the
refractor and cloak.
Which is great because there's just one ice in front of every server, so no matter what kind of ice it is, it should be breakable.
He gets everywhere. And there's an ABT.
Ooh. Very nice snipe here from Karsten. From HQ, right? That was HQ.
Yeah, that was HQ. On the last click.
And meanwhile, Alex plays a hedge fund and then installs something in that server. And that's going to be it.
I saw an ash previously on his hand, so that's probably going to be it.
You mean an ash or something else? But on the other hand, there is another ash in his hand.
So, yeah, I didn't see that, yeah.
So it's kind of puzzling what it is.
Then maybe
apparently
it's
not the agenda.
Breakaway grid with an Adonis?
Yeah, that could be. Sure gamble for Karsten. Karsten is playing on a beautiful new mat.
Yeah, The World of Androids, special edition.
Really beautiful book. We ordered it together from America, all the way from America.
Yeah, because the German distributor couldn't decide on whether he was going to have it or not. So we decided to import it privately.
But a really cool mat. Enjoying playing it on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
called it.
Breakaway grid and the sexy bots, the female sexy bots, Eve campaign. Which means he reses the Eve campaign for free and immediately gets 2 credits from the Eve campaign. The Eve campaign costs 5 to res, so that's really great, given basically he gets 5 credits from this. But of course, the problem is that Karsten can exit the server if he wants to. Yeah. And he kind of has the money if he wants to trash it.
Yeah.
Wow, another thing being installed on that server. So that could be the Ash that we saw. Yeah, I think it's the Ash.
And he has at least one more agenda on hand. I believe it's a Vitruvius. And I think another grid also.
playing it really cool, like not really trying to like panic and draw for ice or something. They're just pretending like there's nothing in here. Yeah, I think it's food, isn't it?
Oh, is it food? Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure. There's a lot of agendas in there. Certainly, worth a look. Biotkleber means he might fast advance next turn.
Yeah, which he could with a Vitruvius.
Yep. Dirty Laundry on, we're not sure where. On the hand.
HQ, wow.
Carsten smells the bacon.
And again, no res.
Sees the Biotkleber, sees what's coming.
I'm curious what the ice on HQ is.
Yeah.
Why isn't he resing? I mean, he's filthy rich.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
Maybe that kind of maybe to pretend that there's nothing there.
Could be.
I don't know.
But he lost that gamble
once. Yeah. All right, so there we go for Biotkleber. Ooh, scoring the Project Vitruvius here, doing nothing because it's not over advanced. It's basically blank 3-2.
I'm always sad when I see that. Vitruvius with a token is so good.
It is. But if you're going for the fast advance route, I don't think he has currently any possibility to do a kind of scoring server with here.
No.
Carsten is really, that's really the strength of Kit. Like, with just 2 installs, he can walk over everything. He doesn't have to scout on anything. He knows exactly.
I mean, that's probably what Alex has calculated. It wouldn't really cost him anything from his real credits, where you can pay everything with the 2 cloak credits.
Yeah. All right, so there's a run on R&D, and now there's a res. And that is going to be our architect.
Yeah.
So Carsten pays through with the recurring credits to get through. And it's nothing. Oh, actually, he paid once to raise the strength and once to break one subroutine, and then use a real credit to bring the second subroutine.
That's a pretty good deal. 1 real credit to break an architect?
Yeah, I take it. It's good. And then he gets out a lockpick. The refractor is my favorite stealth breaker.
Yeah, it's the best.
And there's just the numbers on it are just so astoundingly good. Yeah. And it's 1 credit to install. It's like, so good.
Yeah.
If only all the stealth breakers were so cool.
And now there's a toll booth in front of R&D, which is great. It's a code gate, so Kit does nothing.
It is, and of course, we have to say that code booth is kind of like expensive to rest. Usually very taxing. With a refractor, not so taxing.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose the 3 credits because you have to encounter it, but then it's just 1 stealth credit, 1 normal credit to break it, which is astoundingly cheap. That's kind of like the best thing to encounter with a refractor.
That's true.
But of course, then again, he wouldn't be able to continue because there's the second row ice there. And kind of installing an ice in front of R&D means communicates to Mythras that there's no more agendas on HQ. He runs anyway. Oh, and finds the global food.
You were right, it's the food, yeah.
Not cool. Not cool for Alex. He thought this would go down differently. But food, of course, means that Carsten still has to steal at least 2 agendas.
Still at 4-2. Right.
Whoa!
Modded for... What is that?
That is the new console. That is Maya.
Ah, that's Maya. Yes.
Which is amazing in Kit. What? Maya gives 2 MUs and has this ability where after you access the card, you can take a tag and then put that card at the bottom of R&D.
Yeah. It's really just Minda's console because it synergizes so well with her ability, but it's still great.
I mean, the 2 MU is kind
fantastic
of crazy
for the price. What is Maya 3 to install?
I think it's 3. I'm not sure. I haven't played this card ever. I really love the artwork on Maya, and I'm so glad that they apparently are going to release a playmat with it.
It's going to be on the regionals mat.
Oh, so good! I need that mat. So this is a very fascinating idea for Kit, the Maya thing. I'm kind of blown away by this. And of course, Lockbait also helps with the refractor. But now R&D is kind of like out of question because Karsten doesn't have any solution for the architect now. We have to also forgot to mention that he has a professional context there, so that kind of establishes his draw and economy engine very quickly.
He did that first turn. That was really amazing.
So Ghost Runner is really nice.
Ghost Runner is also nice.
It kind of like needs a lot of recurring stealth credits here. But he doesn't have the remaining stealth breakers. I wonder what we're going to see. Do you think he's going to play the Shaper Breaker, the stealth break, Sentry Breaker?
I don't know.
Or is he going to import Switchblade?
We haven't really seen influence, out of faction influence. I mean, of course, the Lucky Find, but nothing else. So it could be anything.
Yeah, that's true. But you have to say that even though usually Shapers are not really good at breaking sentries, Dagger is actually not that bad.
Dagger's not bad.
So you don't really have to import the Switchblade from the criminals, even though Switchblade is
great.
Oh man, I've been playing Stealth Andy recently, and man, it just feels so great to break this assassin for nothing.
Yeah. And on the cop side, I always feel kind of helpless against stealth. Once the rig is really fully assembled, there's basically nothing you can do to keep the runner out.
Yeah,
because everything is so dirt cheap.
Yeah, the morale damage is so extreme because there we go.
Yeah.
So that is going to be the dagger as expected. So I forgot the numbers on the dagger, but he runs on R&D here as expected. He plants into the toll booth here. Not a big deal though, because he has enough stealth credits to break the toll booth and then to break the
breaks architect with the dagger.
Yep, and so he gets an access. So he gets to see.
He has an R&D interface.
He has an R&D interface, so he's two things, but he doesn't use his ability. He doesn't use the Maya either.
Yeah, he could have, but it was his last click. He didn't want to be tagged.
I guess
at least he would have run the risk of losing the Ghost Runner.
That would be annoying. There is some kind of server installed here, and Karsten ran on that server, but we haven't seen what it is. Maybe I'm gonna do like a slow motion.
Did he really run?
I think he ran on that server previously and didn't do anything about it.
Okay.
Might have been like a breakaway grid or something.
Missed that.
So yeah, using the professional context here to draw up money and draw up cards and get up money.
Both, yeah.
Something in his box that he gets, maybe some additional cards in his deck.
But with 8 real credits and a bunch of stealth credits, he's not exactly poor.
No, but there's no third eyes in front of R&D as we see.
Yeah.
So
he's encroaching on Karsten's space.
Yeah, he's leaving his mat. He's one of the guys who kind of like leaves his bottom row for his hands because his hands are apparently very important. They need extra space on his playmat.
Obviously.
Run on HQ. Another biotic labor. So that kind of tells us that he doesn't have an agenda on hand, probably. And so, this is a Breakaway Grid and an Adonis campaign. Karsten, so far, not really keen on trashing this stuff.
Yeah. He can't really keep him poor now. This is 16, 18, 19 credits now.
It's too much to trash.
So it costs him too much to trash, and he will lose tempo.
I wonder what his economy engine is so far. We've seen Dirty Laundries, which makes sense in stealth because
Proco, obviously.
Proco is also great, but Proco is not enough to keep trashing this kind of stuff.
Of course not.
Third eyes in the scoring server.
Yeah, now it's a scoring server once the Eve is gone.
But also, on the other hand, Alex can also fast advance.
Yeah.
So maybe like a global food, but then he would advance it, right?
Yeah.
So we can think maybe that's not an agenda.
Maybe it's an ABT and an Ash in there.
Oh, that could be a good idea. So run on R&D. And that's going to be a Marcus. I think that's the first click.
It's probably a concession to the MWL.
Yeah, it should have been Eli. Now it's Marcus.
Marcus isn't bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts the face check.
Yeah.
If you don't have any clicks. So it is now. Oh, now there comes a problem because now this is of course a code gate because of Kit's ability. So this is a code gate. The next one is already a code gate, and the final one we have breaker 4. So this is a problem of installing a code gate in the front
of a code gate.
Yeah, it's eventually it becomes the middle ice.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, 2 cards that he cannot deal with or doesn't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Man, look at us. I'm already forgetting the ability of Kit even commentating here. That's kind of like a special...
even more money.
Yeah, clearly Alex
needs more money.
Yeah, there's some kind of special combo apparently that he... Oh, or he can just create an impossible tower of power.
Move your cards back, Alex.
Yeah. Please. Come on, Alex. Come on, bro. At least he doesn't have his credits on his ID. Yeah. Could be so much worse.
Yeah, you would be hating on him now.
Oh, man. All right. So there's more draws. All right.
Another Ash.
I mean, having that much credits is
yes, Ash is unique. You don't have to look.
Ash is unique. Only one can be rest at a time, but you know.
Yeah.
If you can install 2 Ashes in the server if you want.
Of course, yeah. Oh yeah, that's me coming in for a short interruption because I did a deck check on Carsten's deck, and I found 2 cards missing, and they were obviously, as it turned out, in his opponent's deck from the first round.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Yeah, and it was just in time.
Nice.
Before they started the game, it was completely random and just by chance, and just a good luck for Carsten.
Gereon tournament organizing like a boss. All right, yeah, sure. 3rd cloak. I mean, that's great. We see the huge advantage of the Maya here because now he has MU to play this.
To actually afford this. Yeah.
And then we see Dirty Laundry on the hand. Sees a Turing, which maybe that's the ice in front of HQ. Maybe that's Turing. That could be a very, very bad ice.
Yeah, in this matchup it would be bad.
And even on remotes, it's
yeah.
I frequently encounter Turing, and I see all the faces of the HP players who are like, nah, that does nothing. It cost me 4 credits and does nothing. Just kind of.
Why is he icing up the server that Carsten leaves alone?
I wonder myself. He does have the money to create an even larger tower on R&D, for example.
Yeah,
right?
Or even ice up HQ. So it makes it a little bit taxing.
Maybe she just wanted to have the credits for the Turing.
Another run on R&D.
Mm-hmm. So now comes the res. Ooh, next gold. What? This deck has everything.
But no other next ice inside, so it's just 1 for the access, right?
So okay, so it's broken with a... We assume with a refractor. The next one is probably click through. And then the third one is broken with a refractor again. And the last one is broken with a
dagger in the close.
Dagger. And then there's going to be an ash. So that's kind of... We have to hear what the trace is. Trace 7.
Yeah. Ash's base trace 4 and he spent 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that means... Carsten could pay all his money.
Yeah.
I mean, he even has Ghost Runner credits, so that's not even a problem here.
Yeah, and
he decides to do this. Oh, score.
Whoa, another food.
Oh, Carsten is on roll here. This looks really good for Carsten. Alex is really struggling here. He would love to draw an agenda with... He has 2 Biotic Labors on hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's really poised to do the fast advance.
Yeah.
And clearly, whatever he's trying to do on R&D is not working. Carsten just keeps running there. Wow!
Nice.
Crazy tower of power here. But I mean, that's a good idea by Alex, because if he gets an agenda, he can just fast advance it, and there's apparently nothing that Carsten can do about fast advance.
It doesn't really make sense for him to protect HQ now.
And Carsten apparently had to spend his Ghost Runner credits to get through.
Okay, I didn't catch that, but obviously...
Yeah, there's no longer there, so apparently he used it.
Oh, and he discarded an SMC? Yeah, he doesn't have the MU to install it anyway.
Yeah, makes sense. kind of hopes to draw maybe into the code gate breaker. Barrier breaker. Getting rid of the cloak credits or either of the things here is also not a good idea here to just install the SMC. He doesn't have even the money really to get anything. Carsten is... That's kind of like a scoring window here for Alex.
Definitely.
Of course, with stealth...
Oh, another SMC gone.
And even... Oh, man, that has to hurt. That's a diesel that Carsten has to throw away. But it kind of makes sense. He kind of wants to draw with Proco here, simply because he doesn't have any credits.
And he already has his hands full, so he doesn't want to overdraw.
And of course he has daily casts right now here, which might help him, but he has to wait this out. So kind of like there's a lull on Carsten's side. Of course, we have to also keep in mind that Carsten can run.
Of course,
still he can, for example, contest the server.
Sure. So
there's an install in the small economy server.
Yeah, is it another campaign or is it a sneaky way
score
of getting an ABT out or another Vitruvius?
I don't know. I think if I was Alex, I would probably just fast advance.
He's rich enough.
Yeah.
To not have to do these kinds of things.
I mean, if it was a global food, I would try global food now. Ooh, that's great for Carsten here. He does the sure gamble. And yep, that's another sexy boss. Okay, Alex doesn't really have problems with money in this game.
Yeah, he just drew into another Eve.
Selling sexy bots left and right. Yeah. Trash something? Oh no! Is he resisted Jackson here? Wants to keep drawing for an agenda. Oh, there's another Ash. Oh, he puts what?
He put the Ash on the first Ash that's already in R&D.
That's what maybe the Ghost Runner credits were for, to trash the Ash.
But he didn't trash the Ash, it's still there.
But it's not rest.
That's true.
Maybe it's a different upgrade.
Yeah, okay. Should have paid more attention.
I think there is an Ash in the discard pile, so he must have trashed it. Makes sense too, like you kind of want to commit to the trashing here. Ooh, legwork. Interesting. I mean, maybe Carsten expects another global food on hand. If it was not a global food, he would have fast advanced it.
Yeah, possible.
Nope. He could trash the Jackson, but with the Jackson on board, it's not really high priority trash.
No.
Last click.
Okay, wants to force the Jackson.
That's good.
Maybe. But there's nothing. So where are the agendas?
Yeah, that's one of the games where both players are looking for the agendas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a race to find the next agenda. And Alex is definitely struggling here, although Carsten is kind of has economy problems, which with Alex could kind of exploit.
Yeah.
So there's another Ghost Runner, which helps. Install it. No, I think I'm gonna see maybe the fast advance now. Yep.
Biotic. Triple advance.
Whoa!
Ooh.
That's interesting. Kronos Project, is that true? Is that the name? Or protocol?
Kronos Project. The protocol is the ID.
So
but it doesn't do really much for Carsten.
I don't think so
his deck is based on recursion.
I mean, he kind of has to score it because otherwise Carsten couldn't find it on HQ.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like a safe score for Alex because he does have second biotic. So if he draws the second agenda, he can still score the second agenda there as well.
But then he would still be 1 point down. So it's he's at 3. Yeah. Alex needs 2 more. Carsten just needs 1 more.
Kind of a bad situation for Alex. Carsten is now back in the money again, so he can try to maybe attack this crazy 5 eyes R&D. So that R&D is a mysterious eyes. Then we have gold, the next gold. Then Marcus, then Tobuth,
and Architect.
and Architect. And that's still all breakable with just not even a complete breaker suite.
If you're not running stealth, that's basically a server you don't want to go into because it's so expensive.
Oh, look at this second R&D interface. Man, this is going to be a death run now. Discards the
Another professor.
professional contacts. Oh, huge thing, huge move.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, now suddenly the game is on. Alex catches up with Karsten.
Yeah.
Now it's really who's the next guy. Oh, there's another biotic labor on hand. So Alex gets totally the win here.
If he draws an ABT or the Vitruvius.
This is coming down to the wire for both of them.
Oh, yeah. I didn't expect that.
Huge turnaround. Karsten has a good chance to spot something on a R&D, but can he get in that server? That's the question. He draws. There's 2 upgrades in there, so Alex is well prepared here. Wow! Stimhack! Incredible. That was a good choice here.
Amazing card.
Amazing. Completely changes the math here. So that's going to be a Mother Goddess. Not really changing a lot of things. Just a 4 strength end run. Because it's code gate now.
Yeah. And it is code gate anyway.
It's everything now.
It's everything.
Yeah. It's even next. And a Bioroid. Alright, then we can't actually follow the math that is going on here, but clearly... they probably are better at doing the math here. There's just so many recurring stealth credits being used here, and there's so many options sometimes too. Okay, and
so Stimhack is down to 1. So.
And then there's going to be an Ash, but Karsten still has lost so much money after this run. What's going to be the trace?
6 credits.
He kind of needs 6 credits though to fast advance.
Yeah, and he needs to keep 2 at least to to be able to raise the second Ash if he wants to do that.
He says he adds 3.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a trace 7 now, which Karsten is glad to pay for.
Oh, he doesn't raise.
No agenda though. Wow. Whiff. And the second access is, we don't see what it is, but I think that was a Cyberdex virus suite. Always a good thing, something I saw used against me quite a lot of times. Using Cyberdex as a kind of like a...
Just a bait.
No, just a, like a... Oh, nice. The brain damage...
brain damage from the Stimhack.
Gets away the legwork, that's good. So, man... Will Karsten do another of those crazy accesses on the HQ? Oh, very smart from Alex here using the Jackson here to shuffle the R&D, so there is a chance that he will draw into agenda.
And also putting stuff back. I didn't see what he put back from archives.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Is that Roto Turret?
Install.
I believe so.
2 installs. Ooh. And gets a credit.
It's just 6 spots.
Huh. Kind of a bad spot for Karsten. This whiff was vicious. Replaces the brain damage. Sexy Team Covenant brain damage. I like how to use those Team Covenants aluminium tokens.
The old ones, yeah.
What a second Stimhack! This is crazy! How many Stimhacks does he have? Wow! Usually Stimhack a card that you use when I have 1 influence over, let's put a Stimhack in. But nope, he commits to Stimhack here. Incredible. So yeah, now comes the hardcore math again. And Alex must be like sweating cannonballs right now. As we figure out all the stuff. Well, actually uses Jackson now. Tries to thin out the R&D here. Yeah. Hopes for another whiff. The upgrade clearly doesn't do anything. That was apparently no Ash or anything.
Must be the CVS then.
If that's going to be another whiff, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, the deck is dangerously thin. I think it's loaded with agendas. I mean, they already got 6 agendas out of the deck, so...
One, 4 remaining.
2, 3...
Oh,
what? No! Whoa! I just lost my earpiece. This is amazing.
This should have been the win.
This would have been should have been twice the win.
This is Barrier Breaker. He's playing Inti.
I recently saw people splashing in Inti even in Criminals.
Yes, because it invalidates wraparounds.
It's cheaper to install than a Corroder, and sometimes, like especially in BN, just uses wraparounds, no other stuff. So that there in the Inti might be actually a good choice. It's less influence too. It's just one influence.
It's one influence, yeah.
It's a good choice.
Ah.
Wow.
Icing up R&D.
Yeah, I've seen servers like this before, but they were usually in like very silly games, where people like, I don't know how to play this game, let's just install a crazy server. This is legit. And I'm kind of amazed that Karsten always finds a way to get in there. We know that there's probably a third food though. Like, what happens if Alex draws into his third food?
He doesn't really have a spot to advance it.
Not really, right?
No, he is dependent on the Vitruvius or ABT draw.
There is probably 2 Vitruvius, 1 Vitruvius and 1 ABT in this deck. No, 2 ABT probably. Oh man, I'm really bad at this agenda math always. Should practice this a little bit more. Man, what a game! What a crazy nail biter here. This could go in any direction. Currently, it seems like the whiffs put Alex in a good position. But who can tell? Throwing more stuff for Karsten. He's kind of low on money, but I'm guessing it's enough to get to Nestorber, right? I don't know. Like, we would have to do the math, and we don't know what's in front, right?
Yeah, maybe he has deja vu to recur the Stimhack.
That would be great, or same old thing or something.
Same old thing, yeah.
Although I think he needs the clicks though, because that's the only way for him to break the Marcus.
True. Yeah, he can't do it with the same old thing.
Maybe he has to recur use the clone chip to recur the Inti mid-run. Whoa! Admin would be also great here. What would you set the Admin to? Actually, 4 would be good for... Actually, there's nothing, right? What is the lower size again?
Architect, was it? Or what?
3 or 4 would be good. Yeah, 4 would be for 2 of the things, and 3 would be for Marcus and Architect, yeah. Alright. Installing something in the server. We don't know what it is, but it could be awesome. Ghost Runner.
So do you think Karsten...
Wow! He really wants to see the thing now.
Well, that's probably going to make my question superfluous. Next, I was going to say, is he playing Levy?
Yeah.
To be able to recur the Stimhacks.
With half of this deck gone,
yeah.
I don't know, that's a good idea, but he just goes for the super deep deck now with Maker's Eye. If that's not going to be an agenda, I mean, come on. Now he figures out the math how to get in here. I'm pretty sure that, Karsten's a cool guy.
He's a pro. He has it figured out.
Plus he has the Ghost Runners.
6 more credits on the Ghost Runners, exactly.
He actually starts using Ghost Runners.
Yeah.
Probably not for stealthy things, but whatever. Whatever gives him the access, and the access happens. And the top agenda! Oh man, whoa. Really forcing the issue here, but I would be just blown away if that wasn't the winning agenda here.
Really cool game.
And if only Alex has drawn this agenda, he would have won this game.
Yeah. Oh, there was a food in the Breaking Bay server.
Oh man, there was a food in there?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
With Eli and another next and the Ash.
So I wonder if Karsten had the ability to get in here.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the two too bad to Kleber. He said he was too fast advanced the food here.
He could have, yeah.
Oh my god, this is the next one he would have won.
He could have, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That was a crazy server to the toll booth. Hilarious. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next game. I'm eager to see how those guys will duke it out in the next game. You should check out Gereon's apps, which is NetRunnerDB. NetRunnerDB, it is attached to NetRunnerDB. It's NRTM and NetDeck.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna leave you here and see us next time, where we're gonna
hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.